Good morning, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate your time this morning. Today's meeting, there's a couple of things I'd like to cover. I'd like to cover introduction of the account team, industry trends and challenges, and I'll do that in two parts. The first part's going to be more generic, and then we're going to get into the specifics of bond productions. A little bit about Spectrum Enterprise, some of our solutions and our portfolio, and then we'll agree upon the next step. So today, clients expect to have rapid changes. So as you know, within across the industry, today you can go to the doctor. You can go to the doctor remotely. You can sit at your desk and you can actually see a doctor and get prescribed medication, or you can attend a college class from your home office, or when you go to a hotel, you expect to have full video streaming. So people expect more and more, and the only way to provide those changes is through more and more bandwidth to the internet. So progress for most companies really depends on network and technology. So you need the connectivity, you need the network, and the network to support technology today is a fiber network. When you look at retailers, you look at how much data just a retail company has. They have file cabinets and file cabinets of data. And instead of storing that physically like we did many years ago, it's all stored in the cloud. It's all stored electronically. Cloud computing. If you look at the way you utilize your cell phone today and the way you utilized it 4 or 5 years ago. So you're doing more and more applications and more solutions in the cloud. And that's where the industry, and that's where all business is moving to. Data, once again, look at the smartphone, look at how many people, just the average person has about 3.3 devices that connect to the internet. So you have your smartphone, you have a tablet, you most likely have a laptop, and many of us now have smart TVs. All of that is connecting to the internet and requiring more bandwidth and better secure bandwidth. Who are we? Charter Communications is really a few different divisions. So the division that we're with is Spectrum Enterprise. Spectrum Enterprise is the fiber side of the company. So we provide services to mid-market, strategic, carrier, national accounts, such as Google, if you get into the national side. Carrier would be many of our competitors. We're providing fiber assets or fiber network or fiber connectivity to companies like Verizon or Level 3. So many of our competitors also buy access from us because we do have a very extensive fiber network and backbone. We're in the number 3 fiber provider for lit buildings. You look at some of our competitors, they tout that they have 1,400 or 1,500 lit buildings. We're actually number 3 in the US. We're the 4th largest provider of Ethernet services. Ethernet would be all of your layer 2, would provide connectivity between 2 or many locations. So we provide a very enhanced service on Ethernet. We're a unique provider to very large corporations also. And another division, Navisite, will help provide cloud infrastructure, IT infrastructure, and it's all up in the cloud. It's for redundancy, for backup, for storage, for access through multiple locations. We turn digital technology into business progress. So with our fiber network, and as I said earlier, we have about 230,000 fiber miles today, in the ground and providing connectivity. Part of our next generation technology would be through the Navisite division. So we have cloud and IT infrastructure. Within the organization, we have over 1,450 IT certified technicians and individuals to help and assist with the network and with customer interaction. 20 years of managed services within the group. We're committed to deliver excellence. So we have a project management team, we have construction teams, we have teams that support the fiber infrastructure and Spectrum Enterprise. We're also an award-winning leader in the industry through Forrest and Sullivan and the 2017 award winning for the CRN coolest vendor. Something different about Spectrum Enterprise is that our network is wholly owned and operated by us. So we don't, typically we do not purchase any Type 2 access from anybody. We own our network from POP to POP. We own our network from POP to DMARC. So we hand off on our own backbone, on our own network, on our own fiber. We're not purchasing access from a third party. So that allows us to provide dedicated internet at from anywhere from 10 megs to 10 gigs and greater depending on the needs. So a very scalable service also. It's a full service solution that we offer, so from voice to data to video to hosted solutions. So you don't need to go to multiple companies for multiple products and services. Another thing that we do that is pretty unique to the industry is we monitor our network. We monitor the connectivity to each of your servers and your equipment. So we're pinging out and we're proactively looking at that network. If we see an error or we see a problem on the network, we proactively open up a ticket and we proactively start the repair process. And then we will notify you via email. Within our portfolio of services, very quickly, we offer fiber internet access, network solutions, meaning it's either we can do private line or a full hub and spoke solution. So you have multiple locations that can all talk to each other and pass information, whether it's voice or data, over that private network. And it's a private network that is a private IP backbone. It's not traversing the public internet. Voice services, so voice services would be your traditional TDM solutions for PBXs or hosted voice, a cloud solution where we provide the hardware and everything else is in the cloud. And of course, TV and video services from 1 to 2 devices to many TVs, such as in hotels. Part of the other cloud offering would be core hosting solutions, managed multi-cloud, where we can provide a cloud solution that is redundant in many of our data centers. So if there's a failure or if you need quick routing, we can get to a data center. And computing solutions. Just a little bit about the types of accounts that we currently have in the portfolio. As you can see, and as I mentioned a little bit earlier, about 230,000 route miles of fiber, 3,100 physicians are on our backbone and on our network utilize our services. We have over 196,000 on-net buildings, which is really huge. I mean, in comparison to most of our competitors, we are far advanced as far as on-net buildings. And about 15,000 hotels across the nation. We're committed to excellence. We're committed to providing an exceptional experience to our customers. So in doing that, we have an account team, which I'll introduce again a little bit later. And we have a project management team. So there's a group of individuals that are dedicated to manage your project from beginning to end. And they will interact with our construction team and with all the other entities within the organization. We provide you an online portal. So now you can go online, you can look at usage, you can look at trends within the usage of voice and data services. So it's kind of a helpful tool and device, and it also will allow you at some point to open up tickets and to monitor repair cases and service orders within the database. Once again, proactive monitoring, which we already talked about, and we have a very good stringent service level agreement. What makes us a little bit different than our competitors is our service level agreement is all the way to the DMARC. So we guarantee service at 4 nines all the way to the DMARC. And once again, we're pinging out so we can monitor and manage that network. We're not purchasing fiber access into a particular building. We own it. We will give you a very good service level agreement. One local team, and the local team dedicated to your account. Letitia would be the account executive. I am the sales manager for the sales team. We have Rudy, who is the sales engineer, and we have Lubov, who handles client services. So Lubov really will help later on in the process and help with any kind of billing or any questions or any concerns that you may have or needs that you may have that are not necessarily sales needs type issues. Then Mike Anushar, who is our Director of Sales, and he is there to support all of us. We have a project management team. The project management team is going to look at your project from the time the agreement is signed. They're going to help with physical design and plant. They can help with construction, engineering, service and installation, and billing activation. So you have one point of contact will help manage all the internal organizations and groups within the company. The client portal, which we talked a little bit about. So the client portal will give you service availability, circuit utilization, frame delay, variation, frame loss, and custom reporting. And you can see a little bit of the example up on the screen of some of the reports that are available. We guarantee our availability. Once again, a little bit more about the SLA. 4 nines for guarantee, 4 hours to restore. Many of our competitors, it's 4 hours to react, 4 hours to open up a ticket, 4 hours to get that moving. So we're mean time to repair, not mean time to report. Whereas customer service is 24/7 by 365. And once again, it's end to end. We're not pointing a finger saying there's another provider, talk to Verizon, talk to AT&T. We own it end to end. Together, so this solution and what Spectrum Enterprise can do for bond productions is we're scalable across all platforms. I think in a previous conversation we had talked about that bond production right now is a growing company, and you grow. Your growth is very unpredictable. It's really based on contracts and some of the agreements that you have in place. When production needs to happen, you need quick movement, quick growth. So what we can do well is we have quick turnaround. So we can, if you have a hosted voice solution and you need to add 10 more employees, it's very easy for us to add 10 more handsets. If you have an Ethernet need and you need to open up a new site and you need connectivity to that site, we can give you, a 10 gig point-to-point circuit at that site, added to your current infrastructure. FIA, if you have 1 gig and you want to upgrade a site to 10 gig or 4 gig or 5 gig, we have the capability of doing that scalability at each of those sites. We have cloud storage. So many of the production companies are looking for a place to store their content that's secure, it's safe, and it's accessible from anywhere in the world. And we can provide those services. And once again, very, very scalable. You can start off small storage, small bandwidth, and you can grow that as you need it, as the business needs it. And of course, Office 365. So as you add employees across the nation and you need additional access from Office 365, we can provide those services. So once again, very scalable and scalable for each individual product and service that we offer. So you're not buying a bundle of services that you're not going to need. We can scale each product and service and tailor it to your needs at that time. Well, thank you very much for your time. If there's any questions, we can address those. But what I'd like to do is maybe set up a next step. Maybe we can get your department heads together and we can kind of have a Q&A and understand some of the needs of each department head so we can come up with a solution that satisfies the entire business, not just a portion of the organization. Thank you and have a great day.